Yeah. About to go on it right now. Get my black amount. Hit the black like a blunt. Keep my sanity. I'll let it be what it be. Let's do the shot. I'll let it be what it be. Let's do the shot. Hey, you could 12. Hey, that 12-12 portal is 12-12 in, huh? Hold up real quick, y'all. That 12-12 portal is 12-12 in, huh, y'all? What y'all think? 12-12 in that portal? I'll let it be what it be. I'll let it be what it be. It's cold as anything. It's fucking freezing. It's fucking cold. I'll let it be what it be. Let's do the shot. I'll let it be what it be. Do the shot. I'll let it be what it be. It's cold as shit. I'll let it be what it be. Let's do the shot. Ooh, so cold. I'll let it be what it be. Oh my God, hit the bathroom. I'll let it be what it be. Do the shot. I'll let it be what it be. Let's do the shot. I'll let it be what it be. Let's do the shot. I'll let it be what it be. Y'all know this 12-12 portal is 12-12, and right? I'm gonna tell you how you know. How you know that this shit is 12-12 in? How you know this shit is really like this? Everybody I pass by is like complaining about something, y'all. Everybody, like, and I'm not talking about regular problems either. I'm talking about like, I'll let it be what it be. Let's do this shot. I'll let it be what it be. Let's do this shot. I'll let it be what it be. Let's do the shot. I'll let it be what it be. Let's do the shot. I'm telling y'all, you literally can You can feel it. Y'all can feel it, right? But like I said, I'm glad all this energy is here because this is the energy of, remember I told y'all the awareness energy that's forcing you to worry about stuff that needs to be worried about. It's gonna get harder and harder because of the radiation. Enjoy your day, God. You know what I'm saying? The more we try to act and not recognize each other, the more people try to live off of us, like as if like what's being done isn't being done, the more painful it's gonna get. You know? For real. Excuse me, ma'am. I work over at Applebee's at Fair Lakes, and I was wondering, you think you could spare anything at all to help? You don't gotta be sorry. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace, positive energy your way. I send that energy right back. Any fake energy that I know what's a real sorry and what's not a real sorry, right? I know most of these people are happy living off of us. I'm not trying to go at them, but any weird energy, if it's not genuine and I can read people, I'm sending that shit right back, y'all. Return to center season, like how God was saying yesterday. He from out Baltimore too, right? He was saying that ozone layer is not coming back. The radiation just gonna increase. Mother Nature's doing her thing. We almost coming out of this hell, y'all. The energy is here. It's being forced now, you know? That's the difference. And you can't run from ionized particles, and they're dense as shit at top speeds hitting everybody's brain, regardless of your genetic makeup right now, you know? You can't run from that, you know? Like I say, everything coming back to us the way it should because of the division and the genocide in which this foundation was built on. You know what I'm saying? And enjoy the rest of your day. God is peace, power, abundance. You being the mother of all life. I'm telling y'all, that's that woman right there. Y'all better know it. All black men, you know? Her brain is bigger than our brain. Her totipotent stem cells, her organs. The whole world will have more respect for the black woman, you know? And I'm happy for it because I cried so much. I gave so much to my life off of learning genetics and knowing the psychological slavery we're living in. You get what I'm saying? And people trying to spite me for it as if like I'm racist or as if I would bring any harm to children and stuff. Like people be trying to put labels on me off of their own ignorance, along with their lack of awareness about what they're living in. You get what I'm saying? Then they come across a person like me and would think, oh, because I think, oh, you know, he's financially struggling, he's going through this, and they'll judge my intellect off of that, and they'll be surprised and they'll be shocked, maybe even think that I'm lying. You know, they come to find out that everything that I'm saying is the truth. You know, so it's all good. Like I told y'all, I've been rebellious since I was younger. I've been forgot about and abandoned before 10 years old. Like I've been like this my whole life. You know, my whole life. Only thing that I'm going to change about this shit is as this shift comes about and stuff, I'm gonna make sure that my son doesn't feel abandoned, you know? That's why it's even all this on the internet. As my son gets able to have like phones and stuff, the last shit that's here and all of that, my son is gonna see how much I love him, you know? Zion, I love you so much, boy. I love you so much, huh? You know, regardless of, I don't think your mom's speaking that highly of me, you know, but, you know, I love you to death, and I'm on my way to see you, you know? Just hold on, I ain't forget about you any of this time. So much stuff has happened to me within this time, but all that's irrelevant, Zion. It's about you, you know? It's about you and your growth. It's about you becoming the best person you can be. It's about you knowing yourself, you know? It's around me still being able to get to you around all this spiritual warfare and all of these demons that tried to come in between you and my relationship off of money and greed and sex, you know, and shit like that, you know? But none of that shit was able to stop my love for you. Dad's love is unconditional, no matter what. You hear what I'm saying? I'll never stop loving my son, you know? And I'm going to still be a good dad. All these 5 years me being alienated from you, I'm just waiting on that DNA test, son, you know? You gotta let people be people, y'all. That's how I got here this far. Everything that I told y'all that's happening on the planet, and the mental health issues of people trying to gaslight me and people not knowing what they're living in and hoping that I'm lying. And whenever I talk about it, I got it here by not going into people's energy. Whether I need help here or there or not, I take a split second. As soon as I read a person's energy, they don't want to be bothered for whatever reason, I don't care to figure it out. Even more so if they unnatural. You get what I'm saying? I know what's happening with unnatural people's anatomy right now, so I know they're dealing with stuff that I can't even fathom because I'm not unnatural, you know? I don't have different animals that make me up as an organism. I'm the sun in the flesh, so I don't know what that feel like. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I know as we're going forward, they're gonna try to, like I told y'all, they're gonna try to weaponize money and they're gonna try to harass. Those are the two things that they've been doing since they've been on the planet. And they're gonna continue doing that, but they're gonna pick up with it even more. So that means black men, be very, very careful. Watch out. Because, you know, y'all know how they deal with us in general, how they roll up on us and stuff and they try to make it seem like we was doing this and we was doing that and we was doing nothing at all and shit. Y'all know all the ways how they traumatize us by all the harassment, right? They're gonna do that even more. So be prepared for that. Be prepared for anything, any and everything, you know? Like all the stuff that people, like I told y'all, the stuff that people try to embarrass me about, I shame them about, you know, or I'm already looking at them to be like, therefore when they reveal it, it doesn't bother me. They just see me again, you know? It doesn't bother me. Even that car, I know y'all heard that motor speed up. You can feel the anger in people. You can feel it from even how they drive their vehicles. Y'all saw how that shit was just sudden as hell. I mean, y'all didn't see it, but I know y'all heard it, you know? And I know that was right when they looked my way, you know? So it's like, it's a real thing. So I really value y'all. It's a good time for us right now. You know, but we got to stay strong. We got to stay afloat. We got to keep going. We can't let no stuff hold us back. That's trying to hold us back. You know, and that's real. Hello. But think about it, y'all. If nobody's talking to each other and people are ignoring people because of any reason, that's another reason to hurry up and get these people off our planet and stop associating with them. I mean, really think about it, y'all. Black people, we're not like that, y'all. We communicate, we work together, we love on each other. You know? We're the total opposite. We're not cold and callous, you know? Come on, y'all. I'm giving y'all love while not being validated on the internet. But y'all know what's crazy? It speaks volumes, right? Even with the area that I'm in and stuff, I get so much validation in person. Like I'm not even fronting. Like yesterday, just even, like I didn't even tell y'all, like yesterday, and it'd be whether with items, money, love, rides, and because there's so much negativity that's trying to attack me on a daily basis because of my stance, random stuff be happening to me. You know, like random good ass shit. Like last night, even when I was just making my oatmeal in Panera, like they just randomly just started just giving me hella food, you know? And it was off of, and you want me to be real with you, it was off of me with the fruit I had trying to make a whole meal and asking someone if they could spare a sandwich, you know? And the person didn't have no reason not to, besides just that's their own money, that's their choice, right? But just by my spirit and how I asked him and how I was still respectful, even when he couldn't help me, they went and just gave me, you know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. It's like somebody didn't want to help me with that. Somebody seen the situation, somebody helped me. I can't tell you how often that happens. Or when it's like somebody purposely not trying to help me because it's like they're trying to be passive, but they don't have like a real reason not to. And somebody sees it and they counterattack it. That happens all the time. But it happens so often, I'm saying to myself, like, damn, why are so much people acclimated on trying to bring me down? Hey, enjoy the rest of your day, God. Peace, power, abundance, brother. You know, enjoy it. Enjoy the rest of your day also, mama. You know, like it's a real thing, y'all. So, y'all look at these screw buses. I would put them on camera, but that educational system is something else, y'all. And this shows you how much even we're divided. You know, that's why it's like I got to give love out, you know? Hey, excuse me, bro. You think you could spare anything at all for, like, to help out with a smart trip card at all? Enjoy the rest of your day regardless, bro. Like the Latina woman, and she us, and it's crazy, right? My son Puerto Rican and Latino. She probably wouldn't even think that, you know? But it just hurt me because I appreciate it, man. Can I just get a black and mild, $1 black and mild, man? Oh, yeah. Just a sweet. Or I'll get that one right there. What's that on the left? Anyone that's a flavor, just not a regular. Yeah, I'll get that. Yeah, that's good. I'll get that. Trying to something to wake up, man. Yeah. I've been alienated from my child for the past 5 years, man. It's closing out. I'm waiting on this DNA test right now. I just paid $400 for it, so. Imagine, I haven't seen my son since December 7th, 2020, man. What? It's crazy. It's unbelievable. I'm still here. I'm still alive, though. Fight suicide every day, but I'm still here, man. That's it. All right, you're welcome. Enjoy the rest of your day, also. Yeah, y'all. So yeah, this shows y'all how crazy the hate is. That was just a random black man that was crossing the street, right? A random ass black man that was just crossing the street. And y'all seen it while I was on here with y'all. I just put my fist up to him and just showed him love. And it was a Latina goddess that was in the car, and she got so fucking mad. Even the white people wasn't getting that mad. You know what I'm saying? This is what I be telling y'all about how organic people, an organic person that doesn't know who they are is way worse than the complex cell organism. This is what I be meaning when I be telling y'all this shit. You get what I'm saying? Like it was white people that was in cars that was close by. They didn't even act all like that. But it was a Latina woman, another organic person, that was mad as shit about me just putting my fist up to a black man. You know what I'm saying? As if like I just stabbed her in her fucking chest or some shit. You feel me? And that's the type of energy that we give each other off of us not knowing who we are, and just how bad it is. It's just disgusting, y'all. You get what I'm saying? It's very, very disgusting. You know? And like she rolled her eyes and everything. I swear to God, y'all. Hey, enjoy the rest of your day. Reflection, peace, power, abundance to you, God. You get what I'm saying? I'm like, damn. And I'm like, you organic too. You Latino. You mad because I'm bigging up on us? You should have did the same thing from your car. Like the show love, it costs nothing, y'all. That's the whole point of what I'm trying to tell y'all. It costs nothing to show love, to tell someone to enjoy their day. Any type shit like that. Where I put my lighters at? Here. Any type stuff like that, it costs nothing. So it lets you know the type of vibration that a lot of people are on, that even when given to them randomly, they'll purposely not try to reciprocate it. You get what I'm saying? It shows you the vibration in which a lot of people are in, you know? Damn, I just left I'm going through so much trauma. When I left out, I left my lighters and shit. I don't even have a lighter, man. I left my lighters because I'm sleeping outside and shit. I'm moving spots. I left my lighters at the spot I was at, y'all. I literally don't even got a lighter. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna ask him if I could just go in here and light it real quick because I literally don't even have a lighter. That's trauma though, because the cortisol being released. Is it okay if I could just light this real quick and bring a lighter in? Can I just light it right here and then bring it back in?
No, that's not a good way.
No, I don't have the money. I didn't have my car with me. I was rushing on my way to work. That's what I'm saying. Can I just light it and then bring it right back in?
And you can do, but I can still for the next person, you know. So that's
you give it to me, I just pay back?
Huh?
Can I light it or are you giving it to me?
No, just light it.
Just light it, okay.
Yeah, just one time.
Yeah, one light it and I appreciate it. Like I said, every day for me is so much trauma. But I'm still alive, y'all. That's all that matters. I gotta get back to my son. Yeah. Yeah, y'all, so like I said, nah, it's gonna be crazy, but I just gotta just survive the days, honestly. You notice how everything that they're trying to do, they're racing against time, right? So everything that they're trying to do amongst all the information coming out and people starting to move differently around it, right? It's like they're trying to make you reactive, you know? They're trying to make you reactive. But even if you sit and you just make it to your next day, some of us they're trying to make reactive more, depending on your following, depending on what you're talking about, depending on how rebellious you are. You feel me? I'm a really rebellious person, so I don't move off of validation of other people or anything like that, or people trying to spite me. I move off of what I think is right, what I got to do. You get what I'm saying? So everything else for me, I don't pay attention to. I just pay attention to that. I don't have no friends, so you know how most of the stuff a lot of men do and stuff they do for women and stuff like that. I'm not worried about that because I'm really a good person, y'all. You get what I'm saying? I'm really a good person, and I know that first off, I'm not pressed for sex, so I'm not one of them. I'm not one of those men that need sex, and I'm gonna what do you call it? I'm not one of those men that need sex, and I'm gonna go crazy if I don't have it. You get what I'm saying? Whether I have it or not, I'm fine. It don't matter to me for real. I'm gonna be the same regardless, you know? And then it makes people try to spite me more because people see that them either not helping me or looking down on me, you know? That has no effect on me. I'm already, like, people, that's why you know people are psychologically damaged. A person that's been so damaged in the system or doesn't want to play no more, they can't keep getting hurt the same way like at first, you know? They just feel the proof from the system of like not having money and stuff like that. But as far as like their viewpoint, how they think and stuff like that, it's not going to change that. It's not attacking no more in that way, you know? After you don't get pussy for so much, you don't even care about it like that, you know? Like I don't even be getting horny no more. My focus be on children, y'all. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, to make sure that they safe and stuff like that, and bring more people aware of what's happening with them and stuff like that. All the other stuff, and I'm trying to be a better person and shit like that, you know. But like all the other stuff that's not important and stuff, I don't care about that stuff. I'm just making sure I'm a good person, you know. Because one thing's for certain, me being a good person and stuff, any other stuff around that, it's gonna play itself out, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure you're a good person. That's all I tell people. This system it's not ran off of that level of principle. So you gotta realize that it's different. You know, it's very, very different, y'all. But you just gotta just keep your heart, y'all. I'm just trying to build myself up to go to sleep. For real. I already made it through the morning. Thing is, I'm watching everybody trying to hold on, but I already let go. I've been let go. You know? For real. Excuse me, y'all. I'm literally trying to get to work, y'all. I work at Fair Lakes and Applebee's, and I was wondering if y'all could spare anything for a smart trip at all. And they unnatural too, and it costs nothing hey, excuse me, sir. I'm literally just trying to get to Applebee's, man. It opens up at 11, and I'm be honest, I'm sleeping outside, and I'm basically just trying to get money for like a smart trip when I get off of work, basically, to get to Eastern Falls Church. All right, definitely understand, man. Enjoy the rest of your day, bro. Sometimes you see, like, as you ask people, they act like they in more trauma than you, you know? And just off, if y'all just seen his mannerisms, just because I said something to him, but I know he is dealing with more than me. His anatomy's shutting down, so he got more to worry about. And I give all blessings to him and anybody of his genetic makeup. For real, y'all. I know what they're going through the best that I can. But I'm trying to. I don't have that anatomy, but I know what they're going through. You get what I'm saying? So like I'm literally trying to. That's confirmation, you know. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, bro. Hey, excuse me, sir. Literally, man, like, I literally just trying to get some help once I get off work at Applebee's, man. I just got a job. I'm waiting on a UPS job off 100 mil. No, I definitely understand, bro. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I appreciate you not ignoring me or treating me bad just because I'm going through a problem or anything. Seriously.
No worries, dude.
See, that's what I'm talking about, man. You can always tell the difference in people while you trying to get back on your feet, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's why I told y'all, even though I study genetics and stuff, I don't look down on people. You know what I'm saying? I give everybody the opportunity, you know what I mean, to be a good person. And that's not whether they help me or not. That's just them just treating another person with a general respect. You get what I'm saying? I'm at peace knowing that this shit is crashing. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm so at peace knowing this shit is crashing. I can't wait till I can wake up and I can like just plant my food and just do certain stuff. I know I'm not gonna be able to do that off break. I know it's gonna be a lot of violence at first. It's gonna be a lot of death. You know what I mean? Even if something was to come my way and I wouldn't make it, I'm still happy. I'm still grateful. Cause this shit done destroyed me. You know? It destroyed me by the energy of it being here how it is, and it's destroyed me off of like the entities of those forces of that energy attaching to people coming to attack me. You know what I mean? But the ironic, you know, it made me a better person altogether though. Hey, excuse me, sir. You know, like that just shows you people can be people. That guy couldn't help me. He treated me like a normal person. I asked somebody else just now, ignored the shit out of me. You know what I'm saying? People gonna be people at the end of the day. You can't be mad at them for that. You just gotta continue to be a good person and do what you gotta do for yourself, you know? That's what I learned about all this, the main thing that I learned about being alienated from my child, y'all. You know what I'm saying? For real. Excuse me, goddess. By any chance, you think you can... And hers was even worse. That's the mother of all life, right? She don't even know I study genetics, right? I know her brain is bigger than my brain, her totipotent stem cells. I tell y'all all along how psychological slavery never stopped. And the worst person on this planet isn't the complex cell organism. It's a neuromelanated being that doesn't know who they are, because they have more disrespect towards another organic person than even someone that's not natural would have, right? You get what I'm saying? She didn't even look my way, y'all. She didn't even look my way. And that's the black woman, you know? I'm telling y'all, if you don't see all the signs that this shit has to crash, y'all, it's here, you know? If I didn't love on my species so much and bring so much attention to genetics and what's going on, I would feel inadequate. But I told y'all, the same stuff that people try to embarrass me about, I'll shame you about because of the knowledge that I have of where we're going and whose anatomy is conducive to those changes that's taking place on the planet right now. You know what I mean? So like I'm literally just still staying a good person regardless, you know? I know out of like I'm gonna just leave this here real quick. I'll let it be what it be. That's what y'all. I'm about to go right back to my spot where I was, get comfortable. I'm about to go to sleep. I read people's energy so well, y'all. I literally said to myself, I said, when this black deer come out, and when he was sitting here, see what black people do is they'll sit in the car and they'll size you up. White people do it too, but black people do it even more. They'll size you up. They'll be like, oh, he needs some help. Oh, he's homeless. And then y'all know how people get out the car and then they'll I feel like if you got to get out the car and either get on the phone or act like you're on the phone, just to try to avoid being asked for help because you know a person's in need of help, it's a more serious problem that you got to deal with yourself, you know, that you haven't faced yet. You know, that's what I realized off of being in this situation, because a lot of people that I was to ask for help, right, y'all, and it's like they use that and they act like that. You see the difference in the nature that they got to work on themselves, you know, from the people that don't, regardless of their genetic makeup, whether they help you or not, you know. Because like I said, it's stereotypes and stuff of how people viewed off of like seeing you in a struggle. And now that those stereotypes are being attacked off of even other people on level of different money brackets and stuff that are dealing with those same problems or having problems now, right? You know, every time I get on here and talk like this, people would be 0 people in here and shit, but I'm gonna still keep making videos though. Because I told y'all I'm gonna see this shit crash all the way. This shit is personal with me. You know, the same way how y'all wasn't trying to validate me 3-4 years ago, I'm still here right now, and look where we at. And look how close we are to this shit crashing, you know? I know they trying to use this code as a weapon and shit too, so, you know, I don't care about anything but just escaping this code. I can't be I'm not even good at being a good slave in general, even when I'm trying to. I'm definitely not good at being a good slave when I'm freezing and I don't got nowhere to live and I'm just outside and shit, so fuck that shit. I'm making sure I'm just warm, whether I gotta go to the places and be warm, and like I said, I'm gonna make it through your day, you know? Man, bro, that shit is crazy as hell, man. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Make sure you get a lot of sun. You being the mother of all life. Peace, power, abundance to you and your family. She threw something in the trash. She don't even know that she about to be accountable. That's the mother of all life right there, you know? I don't got no disrespect her way besides the fact that she should know who she is and have a general respect for another black person, whether she can help that person or not, you know what I mean? But it's the lack of respect that we have for each other, you know what I'm saying? But in the same way, when it's the opposite, when like, say like if I would have been here, and I've been in the same shopping center with my BMW, like fresh as shit, and how women act, it's a complete difference, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all, like, once money's not here to control women, women are going to be able to be women again, you know? They can get back to like dealing with what they supposed to be dealing with. You get what I'm saying? For real. You know. That's really short. I'll let it be what it be. That's really short. I'll let it be what it be. Hey, Core. Hey, I've been fucking with Core heavy. Hey, shout out to Philly. For real. Cause Core, there ain't. I don't think it's another rapper that I fuck with. No, I'm not gonna say I fuck with a lot of rappers, very few, but it's very few rappers that I fuck with off of like that's like speaking like my life and my life story and stuff like that. But Core is one of them. He be saying certain lines and shit, and that should just be hitting me. The reason I'm so glad he's where he's at. He's so needed to be where he's at, you know, because it's like he be speaking from the shit in which people will degrade you. You know what I'm saying? Will look down on you, to try to abuse you, abandon you, talk shit about you, laugh at you, you know. And he still made it there, you know. In the same position I'm in, it was his own people that was doing that to him too. And look where he's at right now, right? So that lets you know. You get what I'm saying? You just got to stay in your power. You know what I mean? But the real thing is, once you get there, is you still stay thorough, right? He got there, and look at how he's still talking about that shit. You know what I mean? So shout out to Core, you know, for real, for real. There's not few rappers that's talking about the struggles of being poor, or going through those issues and still staying strong, you know, and being magnetic towards the things that you need to still stay focused on. You get what I'm saying? Like this Latina woman came out just now, and she don't even know my son Puerto Rican and Dominican. In the route that where she came out, she walked the route just, and I ain't even say nothing to her, but just to like avoid me, you know. It's real, y'all. I come from the black woman though, you know, so I know that all the punishment that this life is going to try to give to me is going to try to give me from a standpoint of me coming from the black woman, you know, to try to make me feel less or make me harm myself, make me crash out. I know that that's all this shit is. It's everything about this shit tries to make you reactive, you know. But once you don't be reactive and you just don't give a fuck no more, it is what it is. That's where the power's at, you know. Because now everybody about to feel how I feel, you know. Everybody about to feel how I feel. See, I know a lot of I know a lot of people think that what's coming here like isn't what's coming here, you know. A lot of people, like I be feeling people how they be looking at America. America needs to get it. I can't wait for America really to get it. I can't wait for shit to start hitting where I'm at and all of that, where it's like it shakes everybody up, where people can't act like how they're acting like no more. It needs to happen so bad in this area and everything, y'all, you know. It's crazy. I know as soon as I get over there though, I'm about to go to sleep. I'm about to sleep past this day. You know what I'm saying? That's the safest thing for me to do, you know, because as I sleep past these days and I make it through the next day, you know, and they can not give me money, but they can't stop this shift. They can't stop every day that we get closer, that this shit gets closer and closer to crashing down. You know what I mean? We almost there, y'all. You just gotta just stay in your power, stay focused, keep your energy right, eat right. Hey, excuse me, sir. I literally on my way to the Applebee's. Do you think you could spare anything for a smart trip at all? The world, man. Even middle class, everybody. I feel like the problems that's hitting people I've been alienated from my child the past 5 years. I moved out here from Loudoun County. You said, did I live in Winchester? Never. But I'm through child alienation. I literally paid $400 the other day at Chantilly at the Any Lab test. It's just because it's hitting everybody now, you know? But enjoy the rest of your day, man. Peace, power, abundance to you and your family. You know, that's real. You know, like, that's why I tell y'all, you know, just because I love when I meet people that can carry conversations and not be so judgmental that they ignore people and stuff, you know? It's a difference from people in the world that try to figure out and talk to people and people that just ignore it all, right? And I'm telling y'all, because I meet real people all the time, you know? And I'm not a person, I'm doing what I can for myself, even though I'm going through what I'm going through. So like, I'm not mad at nobody if they can't help me or anything, you know? Like I said, like if I would have gave up on myself, I wouldn't have been able, these past jobs that I had before I got these jumps, I wouldn't even have been able to pay for my son. You know what I mean? For all of that shit. So I did that, you know? And my mental health is I'm dealing with a lot, y'all. I'm dealing with a lot. I feel why people be trying to gaslight my mental health because of everything that I'm dealing with around my son, you know? Hey, excuse me, sir. You think you could spare anything at all for a smart trip at all?
What?
I'm literally about to go to work at Applebee's, and when I get back, I'm basically sleeping outside, and I'm trying to get some for a smart trip to get to Eastern Falls Church for like a one-way, and I was just wondering if you could spare anything. I definitely understand. And enjoy the rest of your day. You know, for a second job at George Mason, my mom used to work in the Center for the Arts building and conduct like the operas. Yeah. Do you know if it's any more for like a second job for like a part-time over there? Anything just off of you working there that they have available?
Not too sure.
I appreciate that.
Central Plan's looking for help.
You said Central Plan?
Yeah.
That's what it's called? Like the position? Okay, for all like the handling all that, any of the buildings in George Mason?
Yeah.
Okay, I appreciate you letting me know that, man. Enjoy the rest of your day also. Peace, power, abundance. Damn, my shit went out. I don't even got a light. I gotta get another light. I will go in there and ask him, but I asked him. I was moving so fast. I left my light. If I ask him, he might not let me get my light because I already went in there and used the light one time. He gonna be like, "You came in here again?" It was just like 10 minutes ago, but he gonna be like, "You came in here again?" It's crazy, man. I really do need this shit lit though. Let's see if I can light it. Is it alright? I can use the light one more time?
No,
No one. See, I told y'all you was gonna say that. I still asked though. But you get what I'm saying? You can't be reactive, you know? All of these things, it's supposed to make me reactive, it's supposed to make me snap. I can't even light my fucking black amount because I left that shit, you know? You have an extra lighter at all, bro, you can spare? Like, not to take, but the light if you have one?
Just checking out.
I appreciate that, brother. Thank you, man. Yeah. But there was... It shows you how... shows you how disconnected everybody is, man. There's so much shit going on. You just gotta stay positive in the last of this shit, you know? But you see how much people are just lost in the sauce and not aware of what's going on, y'all. You know, like, so much people, like, y'all know I wasn't disrespectful to your white man or anything. I'm not disrespectful to people. I'm a real person to everybody, right? But the fact that he asked me, like, why is everybody struggling? I'm like, you asking a question like that with everything going on right now? Like, you just finding that out? You know, it's just crazy. You know, I appreciate it. Are you sure?
Yeah,
I appreciate it, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Make sure you get a lot of sun, bro. This your planet, just like mine, man. You got Latino on you?
I'm white. I put out the mix. I got
You have like
got native, Irish, and African American.
Yeah, definitely, man. I feel your spirit though, bro. You got a good ass heart, man. Enjoy your day, man. For real.
Good one, man.
I appreciate it. Sometimes, like, I feel like no matter how much I'm doing good for myself, like I'm going through this shit because it's like a testimony for everyone to see me or something. I don't even know. I sometimes like I feel like it's bigger than me, y'all. You know what I mean? For real, for real. Like, be real with y'all. Hey, excuse me, sir. You think you could spare? I'm literally on my way to Applebee's. I work at Applebee's in Fair Lakes, and when I get off, I'm basically sleeping outside. Enjoy the rest of your day, man. It shows you out. I told y'all, people don't. It's like it's certain people that as soon as he was listening to me, as soon as he heard I'm sleeping outside, regardless of me getting a job, he don't give a fuck. He like, nigga, you getting out your situation, but you still outside, so it don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? It's all love, though. I wish him well. I'm not mad at nobody. I'm just happy that everything is happening right now, y'all. I'm happy that I'm waiting on these results from my son. I just paid this $400 in Chantilly. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, the mother of my child, I know you be watching my lives and stuff like that. Go take that DNA test, you know. It's free. I paid for yours also. It's free. Go take that test so I can just get back in my son's life around these 5 years being alienated from him and all this trauma that you created. That's gonna carry on with my son for the rest of his life, you know? That's the least you can do, you know what I'm saying? For real. Hey, excuse me, sir. By any chance, you think you could spare anything for a smart trip at all? When I get off work, man, I'm just trying to get to a certain location for a one-way.
Let me get back, right?
I appreciate it, sir. Yeah, you know, please take that test, though, Issa. Please take that test. You know what I mean? For real, I'm so serious. Like, I reached a point where it's like I'm not even mad at you no more or nothing like that. And part of that helped me cope with it is that, like, I want to say mistakes, right? But they were choices. But even the choices that you made, I can't do nothing to take those choices back, and you can't do nothing to take those choices back. You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, it's just like it is what it is type energy. You know what I mean? I wish you best, like, so you can be good for my son. And you know, you caused me a lot of mental health problems that even me around work and stuff, like in my brain, you caused me damage, you know? And you knew what you was doing and you didn't care, you know? I know you might be getting a bit older now and seeing, you know, how it all played out. Our son is almost about to be 6 years old, you know? 6 years old in June. That's almost less than 6 months from now. You get what I'm saying? It's almost less than that. So it's like, you know, I think about it like the last time I seen my son was December 7th, 2020. Right? Hold up real quick, y'all. Hold up real quick, y'all. Hold up real quick. I just want to make sure this one goes out here, everything I was talking about, and I'm about to get back on. Hold up real quick.